What's good? What's good? What's good? Big night tonight, boys. Big night. I am fucking excited. I don't care that I'm swearing in the first 30 seconds. We've got UFC 322. Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. are about to enter the ring. Well, in about probably an hour from now. Let's be fucking real. I am jazzed for this. We had a really good stream last night. Welcome to everyone. Let's have an enjoyable night. I don't know how long I'm going to hang out here for. How you doing, Jesse? How you doing, Shamar? I've noticed we're already talking about race in the chat. It's going to be one of those nights. Let's fucking go. How you doing, boys? I am fucking jazzed for this. I'm not even going to pretend. Let's go. We've got a card that's stacked from top to bottom. I'm probably not going to stay here for the whole thing. Let's be honest. I'd rather just enjoy the card. Maybe jump onto Dougie's corner, see how he's doing. But we're going to hang out for as long as possible. We're going to enjoy ourselves as much as possible. I'm buzzed. Let's go. How you doing, Bodie? What's good, man? What is good? As always, if you fuckers wouldn't mind liking the stream, let's try and get this out into the stratosphere. I'm looking forward to this. This might be the only card that we've got to look forward to for the rest of the year. And I mean full card. There are some fights that we're going to enjoy, obviously. But yeah, I'm jazzed. How you doing, Chedhead? What's good, man? Got any last minute advice for the old parlays and shit? Yeah, I will be coming over to Dougie's stream at some point. I figure like I'll do the Conor Benn fight. We'll do a few like of the early prelims, get a little taster for it, and then we'll dive over to someone that actually has the stamina to go for an entire 7 or 8 hours. Because your boy certainly doesn't. I've had a long ass day. I was talking about yesterday how I was going to get a nice sleep, and today didn't happen. It's been a really fucked up day, but the night starts here. I'm good, man. Aside from it wasn't really a rough day for me. It was more of a rough day for somebody else, but I was certainly part of it. So I'm just looking forward to a good night of fights, and then tomorrow brings whatever tomorrow brings. Let's go. JDM is going to suplex Islam and win by slam KO. Wouldn't that be amazing if he just dropped him on his big fucking head? The thing is, yeah, I don't even hate Islam Makhachev. I really don't. I kind of enjoy the little prick. I do. But I really want JDM to win. I feel like this is going to be a defining night for all of us as MMA fans. It's either going to be confirmed as a shitbag 2025, or it's going to be the start of something amazing. And we all know which direction I'm leaning in. Come on, JDM, let's get it done for the boys. By the way, does anyone have any comments about the camera quality? Because I did upgrade my If this is real, say Uwu. How you doing? How you doing, Hecko? What's good, man? Shout out to Uwu. I'd like a few comments on the camera quality. Is there any difference to it? Because I decided not to buy the whole Big Daddy package. I'm going with the standard this time. I'm hoping I made the right choice. Hopefully there's no difference to the stream quality, and it's just as shit and crummy as always. Can we start the chat clean for once? That is entirely down to you boys. I'm going to try and keep it nice and, nice and festive in here. Sup, Frankie? How you doing, Raf? What's good, man? I hope you're as jazzed as... Looks worse. Brilliant. Yeah. Hopefully it's just marginally worse. Because I basically paid like a third of what I usually do. But if it turns out to be crummy, then I'll just upgrade in the next couple of days. I've still got that option. I've got the set... Because they basically tried to... My fucking streaming service was supposed to end today. As in, like, this is the last day of it, and they fucking hamstrung me, and it looked like I was gonna have a dirty watermark in the corner. Couldn't stream in any kind of good quality. They knew exactly what was coming. What the fuck is this stream? I go porn, it's way better. Hecko, 100%. 100%. I cannot argue with that. Happy gooning, sir. Sir Kayev buy whatever he wants. The odds on him was so drab that I couldn't even find a way of chucking that into a parlay. But hopefully he absolutely fucking smacks him out. Can we start the day with my favorite fetishes? Uh-oh. Hope it's not going to be one of those kind of streams. I've seen how negging has been going on other streams lately, and I'm hoping I can avoid that tonight. Not a big deal though. Hardly notice it. I'm hoping that's the case. It was literally a third of the price. So again, I don't mind throwing money around, but doesn't mean I'm going to be wasteful out here. You know, as long as you can hear me loud and clear, and I'm just as ugly as always, I think we're doing fine. But we'll see, because all the little extras they were throwing on, it was like 1080p. Like, do you really need to see me in high definition? I don't think so. And the other shit was just stuff that I'm never going to use, and they were just throwing jargon in there that I didn't really understand. So we'll give this a go for a stream or two, and then see what's going on. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited for this boxing match. Hopefully it delivers. How you doing, T.O. Edits? What's good, man? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Like the stream. Give your boy a little boost to get things started. When is the UFC coming to Paramount Plus? I believe it starts in January. So it officially ends in December. Frankie, let's put a large bet on JDM right now. I've already done so. I didn't put the full 500 like you were saying, but I've slapped on 250, which is going to make me about 750 if he somehow pulls it off. I feel like I want him to win so badly that losing 250 bucks would be the least of my grievances if tonight ends the way that I think it will. Are you the second best negative cunt hill tilt YouTuber? The second best. If I want to be the worst, if I'm going to be the worst at something, I want to be the best at it. So who's the best cunt hill tilt YouTuber? Would that be Dougie? Because if that's the case, then I'm fine with that. What fucking fetish are you hoping for, Dr. Egg? It starts in the second week of January for some pointless reason. Why the fuck not? I mean, we might as well, right? Fuck's sake. But I do expect some banger announcements in the next couple of weeks, because so far there's nothing really to look forward to next year, or there's nothing announced. Let's put it that way. Bad MMA math, brother. How old are you? I'm 41 years young, sir. Recently turned 41. I was born in 1984. That's all I got to say, really. I'm glad that somebody always asks me about this at some point in the stream. I think this one's going to be tough for Islam, though. What do you think about... damn it! Nearly got me. Dougie and Frankie, literally everyone else. That's my opinion. That's my opinion on this. I had a little watch back of yesterday's stream, the first part of it. And it just makes me love this community all the ever more. Like, I really appreciate you guys. Because it's actually fun to do this these days. I used to jump on here. It would be a bit of a slog. Not like that anymore. You guys are amazing, and you make the channel. Where are you from, by the way, Ankino? Nice to meet you. Are you an MMA fan, or have you just stumbled on me by some freakish accident and something has made you hang around for longer than the obligatory 60 seconds that some people do? Frankie, it's me. I'm Batman. I know, bro. I know. As soon as the fetish talk started coming out, I knew what the situation was. Bad MMA math. Hi from the Caucasian Mountains. Where exactly is that? There's a few of those around. I guess I have to. I guess I have to be very careful about what I say about Islam Makhachev tonight. Then, if you're going to be hanging about, actually, no, that's never going to happen. I actually like him. I just want him to lose. We need JDM to do this for the boys. When will I be mod? Your 3 months probation period started yesterday. How you doing, Gaz Ninja? What's good, man? I'm Gaz. I assume you've got Connor, Benn, and Chris Eubank Jr. lined up as well. Frankie, can we talk about the horrific things I do with my Russian girlfriend? You know what? Just get it out the way early before the real humans turn up. Because what ends up happening is, like, I say something really fucked up. You're not from Dagestan. There's no way you're in Dagestan right now. I refuse to believe that. I need to get a sweater like that if I want to pull the numbers Frankie gets. It's all the cable neck sweaters, mate. This is the key to my growth lately. Wearing ridiculous old man fucking cable neck sweaters is what's getting it done. I mean, it can't be my personality. I don't even know why you people turn up. It's bizarre to me. What did you guys were here yesterday. What did you think of the stream? I'm assuming that most of you weren't here. I thought it was a nice little change of direction. It was nice having Tiff on. You've got Eubank. For some reason, yeah, I don't know. I'm a massive Chris Eubank Jr. fan. I love the guy. I think he's hilarious. I was a big fan of his dad. But I have a weird feeling that Conor Benn's going to get it done tonight. Although Eubank does look a lot sharper and a lot more ready than he did in the first fight. So maybe it's just because you sucked her entire body out. I know I'm going to regret asking this, but how did you do that? I'm always willing to learn new things. Nah, I'm not from Pakistan. We have some Pakistani subscribers up in here, and they're usually very, very insightful and respectful, and usually willing to throw in a good jibe about India, which is always fun. Yeah, but how is your cousin doing? Tiff is hot. I was expecting a man. I really thought it was going to be the old Giuliano rug pull. I mean, I don't really like to make comments on how hot or not somebody is, but the chat seemed to be very, very impressed, and all of you were simping so fucking hard it was disgraceful. I realized how many virgins I've got in my community. That's what struck me, and that you really need me as a leader. You drank her bodily fluids. I mean, can you be again? I'm going to regret asking this, but specifics. But yeah, what struck me is like she was obviously very, very comfortable on camera, first time doing it. And I thought it was a very natural, fluid conversation. I thought she came across really well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she does on her channel. So, like her pee. Oh God, I wish. Yeah, I regret. I regret bringing this conversation further than it needed to be. Fuck's sake, mate. So you've gone like ultra golden shower, yeah. Good for you, I guess. Gross. I like it when she squirts on my face. I mean, that's a completely different. I mean, I know squirt is technically a mixture of pee and the rest of it. Tiff was low key tweaking. No, I think the only thing I think she will learn over the course of doing online streams is that you have to kind of roll with the negative comments and then just like lean into it and then brush it aside. That's basically what you've got to do. Because I felt like, she was quite annoyed by some of the comments she was getting, but I felt that most of you were very supportive. So Shama, what happened here is she couldn't go online, so she ended up coming on here, and we were chatting for about an hour and 45 minutes, something like that. Got a little background on her, you know. It was a nice, fluid conversation. How you doing, Leandro? What's good, my man? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Hope those parlays are locked in. I left like a minute after she started yapping. Well, to be fair, I mean, I think it did get more interesting. We kind of went into like, it was more like, what's the word? Talking about family stuff. For some people, that would be incredibly boring, but for some people, could be interesting, could be insightful. I think it was nice to have like a female perspective on the channel. I'll put it that way. I was being a gentleman. Yeah, Cheddarhead, you were one of the better representatives of this channel. I'll put it that way. I don't think anyone was like outright rude or like disrespectful or anything like that. But I think she'll get used to like male banter, because let's be real here. Like the majority of her subscribers are gonna be they're gonna be male subscribers. I'm gonna check it out. Thanks, Frankie. Yes, if you go to like the last 2 hours, that's when she pops on. I think everyone assumes that anyone who says they're a woman on the internet is a man. I've said that to her. I said that to her multiple times when she came into the chat. But no, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a nice stream. It was a nice change of pace, and it certainly encouraged me to like have more people on, just have random conversations, because I've already got like I said, I want to do a stream with Hayden, who formerly did some time. He wants to tell some of his stories. I want to do stuff like, like that White Underbelly channel where I talk to like a fucking prolific prostitute, for example, and ask her some questions so you can all goon for good reason this time. Ask drug addicts, just have like, have people who are professionals in their field, like psychiatrists and doctors and shit like that, and have the channel maybe go in that direction. Maybe that would be interesting for some of you boys. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be a complete turnoff. But I feel like trying some new things out would certainly be interesting. Make it like a live channel rather than me coming on here and just absolutely waffling. Because eventually you're gonna get tired of it. This is what Batman does. It's like if you turn up to a Halloween party, right, and you've got a sick costume on, and you find this absolute dime, yeah, and you hit on her and it doesn't go well, and you go to the car and change to a new costume, and then you run that shot again. That's basically what Batman is up to, and I fucking respect it. How you doing, Anders Peterson? What's good, my guy? The ring announcements are underway. So what's his name? What's the name of it? Buffer. Buffer's come out to announce that the fights are about to happen. So we should be about an hour away from the ring walk, or an hour away from the fight. Cheddar, do you hate Indians? He definitely does. Put $20 on it. JDM first round KO is 12-1. That would be glorious. Thing is, yeah, I never usually do prop bets. If I'm being honest, I don't really do that. Because it's always like squeaky bum and it's never fun to watch. I always do things where at least I can get through the entire fight. And I usually do like an over, or I do like somebody winning. So at the very least, I've got something to cling on to. Even when somebody that I've bet on is getting absolutely battered, at least I've got that full stream of like, oh, a Hail Mary can come, Yeah. But Razor, I appreciate your honesty about the stream. You should have stuck around for a little bit though. And if you ever want to pop on anytime, mate, you're all than welcome. Hey mate, thanks for subscribing for me. By the way, guys, subscribe to Ashley Cash. He's a very new YouTube channel that's just starting out. Seems like you've got a really good story. Seemed like a really nice, legitimate bloke. Give the guy a sub. I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. There is nothing harder than when you first start out on YouTube and just getting anyone to take notice of your channel and give you a chance. Give our boy Ashley Cash here a chance. You're more than welcome for the subscription, sir, and I wish you all the success in the future. I hope you'll spend a little bit of time at Fight Night Frankie's and get to know the community and hang out for a bit. You're always welcome, mate. Shout out to you. Frankie, I have JDM by round 3 doctor stoppage. Wow, that's very specific. It's kind of annoying that you can't bet on draws anymore because they do happen. They do fucking happen. And I think the odds would be crazy. Frankie, I changed my profile pic to it's was right after a fresh. So you just got yourself a fresh trim. I love the feeling of a fresh trim. Bad MMA math. Come to Dagestan. Let's wrestle. Nah, I'm all right, bro. I'm good. I like it very much here in the Western world where I've got my TV and my bitches and my high quality H2O. You know what I'm saying? I will keep switching between you two. Much love, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you turn up here at all. Shout out to you, man. You always manage to incite me into some intellectual conversations. So please do. I've got to have you on sometime just to have a little chat about anything, really. I think it would be fun. How you doing, Anwar? What's good, man? Frankie, make me a mod. I can't at the moment because I don't have YouTube open. But I'm not going to make you a superior mod. I think Westy might actually kill me in my sleep if I even attempt to do that. But I did have a little look at the banned list, and I'm not fucking joking. I've got like 150 people banned, which I did none of, by the way. So I'm assuming they're all cunts. So it is what it is. Islam or JDM? Now that we are on the day, I've been saying the whole time JDM. Last night I did a little flip flop. Not gonna lie, I said I think Islam's gonna edge it. We have to put it out there. JDM is gonna win this fight for the boys. Are you gonna stay live for the pay-per-view? Probably not. I'll probably hang around for a bit. When did you go live? So basically, Westy, I've just upgraded Restream, which has absolutely been fucking with me. I got almost 40 subscribers in one day now. It never happened to my old channel before. Ashley, that is wonderful, mate. Keep putting the positive vibes out there. Once you get to 50, you can start live streaming, and that's when things start to roll. 40 subs in one day is crazy, though. I don't think I've ever got 40 subs in one day. That's mad. So congratulations to you, man. Keep up the good work. Hey, Frankie, how are you? Fug life. I'm amazing, bro. I've had a shit day, but Things are about to improve. We've got a banger of a boxing fight coming up. This shouldn't suck. If you're somebody who's not a fan of boxing, tune into Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. Their first fight was one of the best fights of the decade, really. And now they're about to fight again. Both their fathers fought about 30 years ago, had absolute wars. These two are funny as fuck, especially Chris Eubank Jr. This should be a banger. I'm looking forward to it. Warning, if there's an Indian in the chat, it will be automatic. Jesus Christ. You got to remember, yeah, like 10% of my subscribers are Indian, so this is not going to be coming from me. Bad MMA math. Best MMA fighter ever in your opinion. And Kino, it's 100% Demetrius Johnson. Hands down. Clean record. Amazing set of wins. Good CV. Amazing title run. He's done it in multiple organizations. And he turns up to random events and fucks guys up who are twice his size. It's Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. And he's a fucking nice lad as well. Sipping Bailey's waiting for the pay-per-view. I have no alcohol in this house. And I'm thinking that might have been a mistake. But I've got so much work to do tomorrow that it's probably not advisable. I got groomed, but it's worth it. Sometimes there can be good grooming. Nobody ever says that. Sometimes people can be a filthy groomer, but they can groom you in a nice way. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for saying that. Anyway, sorry I'm fucking late. I may have been driving and never saw the stream scheduled. Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. At least you're here. What is your channel about anyway? So Ashley, we mostly talk about things like MMA and boxing, but as you're about to see, it sometimes gets sexual in here. It sometimes gets really stupid in here. Anything is basically up for debate. We've talked about politics. We've talked about movies. We've talked about video games. We've talked in depth and ad nauseum about vagina and assholes, whatever you feel like talking about. Work to do at Sunday. Yeah, unfortunately, it's assessment week at my university next week. So, and I haven't produced any exams yet, and I've got to make them from scratch. So, Dr. Eggman is giving us an example of good grooming. Why would you ask if I were Holmel's? Are you doing the speech to text again? It rubs the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. It places the lotion in the basket. If you were, I don't believe that heterosexual men can get groomed. I'm sorry. I don't believe that's possible. And we've all been there. You know when we hear a story about a teacher, like a really hot teacher who gets fucking piped out by a 17-year-old student and none of us feel any sympathy. In fact, we're like, lucky bastard. This just explains the difference between men and women, my friends. When will you get elected to the House of Lords? That place would swallow me up, man. I'm way too amazing. I'm way too amazing to be a politician. Bro, that typo was crazy. I knew what you were saying, though. I knew what you were getting at. Me bomba clot. Are you Aussie? Nah, I'm originally Irish, but I grew up in the UK. Southwest London, to be specific. The dirty South. Chris Eubank Jr. is coming out in some kind of mink fucking... My brain is melting day by day. A mink robe. Frankie, is it acceptable to fuck a furry in the asshole in her furry suit while she is meowing? What the fuck is a furry? You're going to have to explain what that is before I really ruin my reputation on here beyond repair. Not that I haven't done that already. Tracy Cortez is the MMA GOAT because she's a baddie. Tracy Cortez is a man, sir. Tracy Cortez is a bloke. She's a blokey bloke. So you're into black women. Hello from Germany. How you doing, Ankino? Nice to meet you. So whereabouts are you from in Germany? Oh my God. Chris Eubank Jr. is coming out to 50 Cent. 50 Cent is live in the... I'm not saying he's coming out to a 50 Cent song. He's coming out next to 50 Cent. And you all know who fucking 50 Cent is. He's already won the night. He's got his dad standing behind him in that ridiculous jacket again and blue suede shoes for some reason. And he's got 50 Cent literally rapping next to him. What a legend. We've done it, boys. Boxing is better than MMA. A person who thinks they are an animal and they have animal suits that they wear. Ooh, this is a fine line again, isn't it? Is it specifically wolf costumes or are there other animals involved? I'm gonna say this is gonna sound fucked up, but it's gonna be that kind of night, so fuck it. I guess it depends on the animal. They have the audacity to report them gay guys. No, Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank Jr., the boxer. There is a boxing card on the zone right now. Obviously, don't pay for it. Don't be ridiculous. Don't never pay for combat sports. Chris Eubank Jr. is coming out with 50 Cent literally rapping right next to him. Amazing. Frankie, search up furry. You know what? You guys have already fucked up my search already. I'm getting recommended I'm getting recommended dildos, all kind of stuff because of you cunts. You have completely, and no matter how much I delete my search history, I keep getting recommended all kind of freaky shit. And it has nothing to do with me. Like 95% are wolves. I mean, the wolf is my favorite animal. Chris Eubank Jr. is looking locked in. I cannot wait for this fight. I am so coming out to 50 is fucking amazing though. Who is looking very chunky, by the way. He looks like he's been enjoying the good life. Frankie, are you innocent? Bro, how do you not know what a furry is? I swear to God, I didn't know what gooning was until 3 months ago. And again, I'm blaming you for telling me. I don't want to pay $80 tonight. Here's the thing, yeah, I haven't even come to terms with this yet. I'm assuming that the whole UFC card is on Discovery, but it might not be. And I'm going to be really pissed off if it is because I've spent a lot of money today. I'm not even going to get into why. I'm going to go now. Just thought I'd stop by and thank you. I have to subscribe to you, by the way, too. Ashley Cash, I appreciate it, brother. And again, once again, guys, Ashley Cash, new YouTuber, just started up. If I have to explain to you how fucking hard it is to get started on this game, I don't know what else to say. Subscribe to our boy and give him a good boost. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the subscription, you legend. Frankie, are you a Sigma Alpha male? I think I'm somewhere in between. What do you think about flat earthers? Don't you think they're dumb? It's all pixels, bro. Flat earth, fucking spherical earth. We're all a bunch of pixels. This is a simulation, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Dougie was shaming for fucking Oh, what do you think of Ian Gary as a man, an Irish man? I think he's an embarrassment to our nation, sir. However, Flynn, one thing I do have to accept, and I'm not just going to be a hater for the sake of it, Ian Gary is an excellent fighter. And he's probably the best chance we've got of having an MMA champion from Ireland again. So we have to get behind him. Would you rather fight 5 wolves or 1 bear? 1 bear, 100%. 1 bear. I feel like I'd have more of a chance to evade that situation, whereas 5 wolves surrounding you, the way they fucking play, the way they fucking team up, that would be terrifying. Getting ripped apart from all angles. Fuck that. Yeah, Abby, and that's what I miss being in China. I used to pay $3 a month for every sport on the universe. I was getting Martian shit. Ashley Cash, thank you very much, brother. Have a wonderful evening. He makes Irish people look terrible. But the thing is, yeah, we have enough Irish chads in the world. Don't ask me to name them. But we've got enough Irish bad boys out there where even Ian Gary's negative, low energy cannot fucking bring us down. Vivian, I don't know who you sent $5 to because I'm not monetized, but thank you for the fake $5. I appreciate it. I don't need your money, sir, but do something very charitable, maybe. If anyone feels like subscribing, or not subscribing, but sending a donation, bet on tonight's card instead. Do you get a weapon, a stick at least? I think this is a fair question. Although I don't think a stick is going to do that much against the bear. Have you ever fucked a girl's feet? You asked me this yesterday, and the answer is still no. I've explained this multiple times. I don't like feet. I think they're weird. And I think people who have feet fetishes are extremely bizarre people. That would be a red flag to me. But it's mostly men that do that. So if I ever had a woman that had a fascination with my feet, she'd be getting quickly kicked to the curb. Irish people can't speak Gaelish. Those British cunts removed your identity and language. I mean, you're correct about that, but then if you heard Gaelic, it needed to be stamped out. And I'm sure even Flynn will agree with me on this. It is a fairy language that nobody would ever take you seriously talking that shit. I'm just gonna keep it real. Aren't we all a little bit gay? Yeah, Joseph Frost, we are all a little bit gay. Just a little bit. And some of us are a lot gay. Not me. I love vagina. I feel like I've got to clarify that every fucking stream. Which of these fights will bring the most money at the White House? Nate Diaz versus Conor 3, Jones versus Tom, Tom versus Alex, Alex versus Jones, or Ilya versus Islam? I think, oddly enough, I think Nate Diaz versus Conor 3 would bring the most money of all of them. And I think closely followed by Jones and Alex Pereira. I don't think the rest of them compare numbers wise. I don't think they're as big. How you doing, Muffle Moose? What's good, Mudgy? I'm good looking, so she stays with me because I'm just that good. Are you still with the same bird? The one that groomed you? I'm not gay. I love boobs and pussy. I feel like I need to say that over and over in my head just to make sure that you guys know. You got the fight still hasn't started, but I'm going to be looking at it over my shoulder. This is what I'm saying, though. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this fight, and I'm going to end up concentrating on your debauchery rather than watching what hopefully will be a banger of a fight. Frankie definitely had his little piggy sucked once or twice in Bangkok. Absolutely not, mate. My reaction when someone goes near my feet is to kick out. Is to kick out with vengeance and fury. I've had all kinds of fucked up situations. I've had girls try to think, like you remember there was a time when like a finger in the bumhole seemed to be really popular. I've had girls try that with me, and I've literally been like, get the fuck out. Actually, finish sucking my dick. Get the fuck out. Let's not ruin the entire evening. But it stays in my mind, I concur. Nate versus Connor is the one to make. We could end up getting all of them. I do think we get Nate versus Connor because we have to do it sooner or later. We have to. And they're both kind of washed. And I think Connor would have the best chance going in there against Nate because Nate is brain damaged, let's face it. And Connor has a chance. Ian Gary, what about him? Why is he embarrassing for you Irish folk? I don't know. It's his personality. It's his cockery. It's generally, the thing is, yeah, it's whenever he says words. That's the problem that Ian Gary has. If Ian Gary just shut the fuck up and just fought, he would be universally loved because he's a very good fighter. But it's as soon as any word about any topic or anything comes out of his mouth, it's just embarrassing. I would gladly sign the paperwork to get Ian Gary officially taken off Irish nationality. He doesn't deserve it. Frankie sucked a couple of little twigs in Bangkok. I absolutely did not, sir. That is slander, and you will be hearing from my attorney. Like and subscribe. I found a Russian near my neighborhood, and now I groomed her. Oh, that's not fucking creepy at all, mate. What do you think about flat earthers? Yeah, I mean, I do think flat earthers are fucking. Based on what we do know, which is very little, based on the evidence that's out there, anyone that believes in flat Earth is fucking brain dead. They are brain donors. However, I do believe that we live in a simulation. So does it really matter? Like, really? It's all kind of bullshit anyway, right? The British can have Ian. They can 100%. The Brazilians can have him. He's zesty enough. You know how them Brazilians like to get down with the zestiness. Are you watching the boxing scrap right now? It's right here over my shoulder. I am fucking jazzed for this. Forgive me if I'm a little bit silent at moments, but Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn is literally about to kick off. Flat Earth. Oh God, Conor Benn looks really tiny. I mean, come on, G. You had 6 months to beef up for this shit, and you're still underweight. Gaelic has to be gone. It does. It fully does. Well, these two have promised that it's going to basically be round 13 and they're just going to swing for the fences. Let's see how this goes. It seems to be a little bit of a cautious start. Who do you want to win, Frankie, in this boxing match? I've got Ben in a parlay, but I love Chris Eubank Jr. I love the guy. I think he's hilarious. And Eubank Jr. is clearly not interested in the slightest at being a champion. So I'd kind of like him to win this and then fuck off into the sunset. If I'm being perfectly honest. Because Conor Benn's got a future down a couple of weight classes anyway. So he's going to get fights. The language sounds as horrible as British food. Let's not go too far now. Until you can give me a nice sweet Swiss staple. I mean, Lebanese food is all right. I like that you didn't finish reading that. Yeah, I kind of just like tanked off there. Would you fuck an Elastigirl? Do you mean the cartoon Mrs. Incredible? Is that who you're referring to? Connor, just a smaller built guy than Chris, and he knows his limitations. So going back down to fight Barrios, that's what I expect is going to happen. He's looking fairly sharp here, though. I mean, it's definitely a feeling out first round. They're clearly not going hell for leather. Like, oh, I stand corrected. They've started fucking. Oh, Connor Benn's doing his usual, swinging like a fucking retard. He's. I hate. I'm not using the R word derogatory. I'm not talking about people who have you know. I'm talking about people who don't think things through. Oh, Chris is piecing him up now. You think it will be a sport in the future that allows biting and eye gouging? 100%. There will be a no holds barred fight league. Which GTA game is your favorite? Probably San Andreas. I love GTA 5 though. Were you a JDM guy? I'm a JDM guy all day. 100%. I'm JDM all day long. All right, so what I've seen from the first round, it's looking like a Eubank round, but who gives a shit? I know none of you care. Judging by the poll, how's the poll doing? By the way, I can't even see it. Judging by the poll, which is 37 votes in. Shout out to you guys. The majority of you don't give a fuck, mate, and I don't even blame you. You probably don't even know who these cunts are. What's one fight you wanted that could have happened but never happened? For me, it was Kane versus Stipe. John Jones. Well, you wish could have happened but never did. It's got to be Khabib and Tony Ferguson, I guess. We deserved it. I mean, we all know what the outcome would have been, but I think Tony Ferguson deserved it. I will come to your live if Islam wins. I'm not going to crash out or anything. I mean, I like Islam Makhachev. I like him, but I just want JDM to win. I feel like we need it. Some random chick comes on the stream once and Frankie no longer says Tard. No, I mean, I do say Tard, but I just want to clarify that I'm not talking about people that have autism or learning difficulties. I'm talking about people who have mongoloid brains, who could be smart if they put some thought in, but then do very stupid things. Kane versus I'm not Reyes. I'll be honest here. I'm not a huge Cain Velasquez guy. I'll be honest. I think with Cain Velasquez, yeah, the problem that I've got with that guy is he gets sucked off so hard, yeah. But his performances never really. He had some really bad losses in his career. He got fucking chinned by Junior Dos Santos, like chinned out cold. He got battered by Francis Ngannou. He kind of flattered to deceive. For all the glazing that gets done on Cain Velasquez, for example, DC used to suck him off. DC probably got beaten up in the gym or whatever. DC is a way better MMA fighter than Cain Velasquez, in my opinion. You got on mod Dr. Eggman. He is deleting and hiding random users. Is that correct? Let's just fire off a warning. Let's not kick anyone out tonight. Damn, that is as cold as a threat as it comes. I'm trying to watch this fight, but you guys are all. I feel like Eubank Jr. is really got the upper hand here. This fight could end in a knockout. I feel like someone's getting stopped tonight. Conor Benn was giving it all the talk of, oh, I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to be more calculated. He is still doing the same he's swinging like a fourth grader with downs right now. No offense to the Down syndrome community. He's kind of got, and now he's been wrestled over to the ground. Francis 1 was like not a proper loss. It is a proper loss. He looked terrible in there. He got battered. And then he stupidly tried. I mean, I get that somebody tried to molest his kid or whatever. You go about that so much smarter than like chasing a car down the road and firing shots into it and shooting somebody else. He's gone to jail, and the guy who molested his kid is still out there roaming free. You ended up in jail, not him. I'm sorry, but he just fumbles one situation to the next. Anyone who's a dad in here, anyone does anything sinister to your kid, firstly, why the fuck is your kid being allowed in that situation in the first place? I'm not I'm not gonna go there really. But then to fumble the revenge, I mean, he just fumbles one thing after the other. I'm standing by that. Eubank Senior is the zestiest killer to ever live. Yuri, when I was a kid, yeah, I used to be part of a very anti-gay, like I grew up around black guys. I'm gonna put it that way, and we were all like very like anti-homophobic, probably because half of them secretly were gay. Um, but I genuinely thought Chris Eubank was a homosexual, and I didn't like him because of that. It's only when I got older I realized how funny and amazing he was. Missed out on some prime years of enjoying that cunt in his prime. Prime Stipe versus Prime Kane. I think Prime Stipe wins quite handsomely, in my opinion. Yeah, damn this is what I'm saying, Dr. Eggman. You had a chance here for a fresh slate, and you've just fucking spoiled it. My Wi-Fi crashed yesterday. I missed your girl guest. Was it cool? It was really good, Anders Peterson. Yeah, I really enjoyed the experience. I think she's gonna have a very good I think she's gonna have a very good streaming career. The only thing I would say though is she's probably gonna have to learn to be a little bit less sensitive. That's the only thing I would say. But she was a really nice person, had some really interesting views, was very honest about her life, and I really appreciated that. Greetings from Kiltoria, Greece. I love Greece. I've never been to Kiltoria. I went to Athens and I went to Santorini. Beautiful country. I would love to live there. Shout out to you, sir. And are you winning your football game at the moment? Because Conor Benn with round two. Emphatic round two. Chris Eubank Jr. is looking in trouble now. Maybe my bet is going to pay off and I can start the night that way. I made tomato pasta with Parmesan cheese. Your British taste buds will love it, Frankie. How dare you? That actually does sound delicious. I was going to make the same myself. All I need on my pasta is a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of cheese. Good to go. I want Greek food now. Greek food is underrated. We've got a really good Greek restaurant around the corner from me, which is saying something because my country, my city or my town, should I call it, does not have good food. Telling a chick to be less sensitive is like telling Jeff Medina to not like peen in a bum. I mean, you're right. I think though, the thing is that in the chat, she comes across very like, what's the word? Patient. This is a good fight so far. Conor Benn is clearly going for this, and maximum respect for the man. Eubank Jr. looks a little bit gun shy at the moment. Like he's trying to be a little bit more calculated. What won the fight for Eubank Jr. last time is he threw a lot more, and Conor Benn's clearly like, fuck that. I'm just going to get in your face and throw as much as I can and try and win the fight that way. Eubank has only landed 8 punches in the first 2 rounds, according to the CompuBox, which is not good. Greek food is Turkish food. I mean, they are very similar. I'd say Greece is a little bit better with their cheeses. Can't be because Turkish food is straight dog water. Wow. Damn. You're coming with the thunder tonight, my friend. Conor Benn looks like he's got the bit between his teeth here and he's going for this. He looks like a Wally in them shorts, but he's getting the job here. I love how Greeks and Turks are like my Greek friend. I always take the piss out of him and allude to the fact that he's a kebab shop owner. So I'm the same. 3:45 a.m. here. Time to sleep. See you later, mate. Ash, have a good one, man. If you can, yeah, try and watch some of this boxing fight going to bed. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Are you willing to risk a little bit of jail time if you saw someone burn the Irish flag? 100%. That guy's catching an arse whooping all day long. Last thing you hear before lights out is Eubank Senior calling you a scrumptious treat, a far more terrifying way than any Yeah, he's fucking zesty as fuck. He's definitely tried a dick or two, but I think at the end of the day, yeah, I think it's all an act. I think when he's at home, yeah, he talks like a roadman. I 100% believe that to be the case. Benn is looking fucking crisp here. And he was quite a sizable underdog going into this. So he looks faster, he looks sharper. Fair play to Conor Benn. He's looking meaty in this fight. And I thought he looked like a little strumpet, but mind you, I am focusing on the chat a lot. But yeah, my Greek friend that I know in real life really does look like a Turkish pudding. Frankie, are you a Giga Chad? Absolutely not. Because you look like a femboy. I mean, like I said, man, none of these assertions really hurt my feelings because I've done so well in my life with the late. Ooh, Eubank caught him there. I've done very, very well with the opposite sex in my life, so it hasn't affected my ability to get inside a vagina. So whatever, it's working for me, so I'll take it. Apparently, femboys are in 2025 and have been for the last 20 years. I've been walking the earth. I just ordered $95 worth of Greek food, and everyone says that I'm rich. Shout out to Cheddarhead. What was on the list, you fat legend? What's a scrumpet? It's basically like a woman of like not high moral value. So basically all of them. A scrumpet is basically a slag, a whore, a sket, a skeet, a bitch, a whore, a jezzy, a tart, a lady of the night. Dr. Eggman is single-handedly decreasing your viewership by 300%. I don't think it's him, man. I think it's me. To be honest, I can't have a chat member just like today. UFC 322 Makhachev versus JDM. I'm so excited. I am so excited. This is the biggest. This is potentially, and it's not just that. Yeah, I know people are going to hate on the ladies as well, but Whaley and Shevchenko is a seminal fight as well. Whoever wins that fight solidifies themselves on the women's goat mountain, which, let's be honest, means absolutely fucking nothing right now. Show me your boobs. No UV. Not tonight. Thursday night. Scrumpet sounds like food. Now that's crumpet. You're confusing it for crumpets, which also are goated. 2 lamb gyros, 2 chicken gyros, 1 moussaka, 1 Greek salad, and baklava. And that cost you $90. That better be some fucking fine quality lamb. I will say this, yeah. Yeah, 0 calories. Cause it is Ched. Cause it is Ched. You fat legend. Everything is 0 calories. Baklava is Bulgarian. Knife, is it? I mean, what's the difference? They're all the fucking same, let's be honest. I'm gonna eat your cunt. See y'all pussies later. I'll try to be less disgusting next time. Dr. Eggman, shout out to you. You know I love you, bro. You're always welcome here. Show me your pink boobs. My boobs are very white, I'll have, and I don't have boobs. I've got fucking wonderful chesticles, mate. Very white. Wow, people have got the scorecards. Benn up 30-27. Chris Eubank Jr. looks fucking dead ass in there right now. So your boy's about to make some money. If it stays like this, Conor Benn's getting the job done. And I did say that he was going to win. So hopefully this is going to be a night of good predictions for me. Chris Eubank looks slow. He's swinging and missing. Have they done this on purpose so they can have a third fight? This night is ending this night is going very, very badly for Chris Eubank Jr. so far. Although landed a couple of good ones there. Maybe he's waiting to ease himself into the fight. Boxing can go this way sometimes. Thanks for the love though, UV. I appreciate it. But no pink boobs for you today. So far, we've got 43 votes and still none of you give a fuck. Or most of you don't give a fuck. Roll all your boxing winnings to JDM. I might have to. I mean, 250 to make near enough 750 isn't that bad. And I'm not expecting it to happen. Wow, Conor is really sitting on his shots. He is not playing. He is not playing at all. He's winning this fight quite handedly right now. I'm sure on the live odds, he's probably a very heavy favorite, which is good for your boy. Are you voting for Boris Johnson? Have you just come out of a coma, mate? It's 2025. I'd have that cunt back in a heartbeat. At least he was funny. At least he gave me a little bit of a giggle while he was fucking me over. It originated from Byzantium, so it could be anywhere in the Balkan area. Fair enough, man. Your knowledge, mate, is amazing, or you're sick with Google, one or the other. How do you expect a black man to play? What do you mean? I'm going to need more context for that comment. You filthy scoundrel. I want to have a look at these odds and see how I just ate Greek food the other day, love it, but they do think that everything in the world originally comes from Greece. Well, because most things did, including buggery, by the way. Buggery originated in Greece, or it was certainly made more popular. I'll put it that way. I farted 916 times today. Consult a doctor, sir. It sounds like you've got some serious problems. Yeah, Chris Gray, we need to keep put. By the way, we're going to start doing the same thing to you, Westy. Where's the live stream, mate? Where's the fucking live stream? Before you start talking to Chris Gray like that, you need to start thinking about your own life. I think a Westy fucking live stream would be entertaining as hell. It's both. Problem solved. Oh, it's both. Fair play. I respect the honesty. Shame Chris Gray for never making his cooking video. And while you're doing that, shame Westy for never doing a live stream. He's modded to about every channel that matters on this platform, and yet he doesn't go live himself. Shame on you, Westy. Shame on you, sir. It looks like Conor Benn is kind of easing his way to a victory right now. Although Chris Eubank did have a pretty decent fourth round, so maybe the tide is starting to turn a little bit. I don't like that Chris Eubank he's the much bigger man and he's constantly on the retreat. I never promised a live stream, I just said I might. That's a pussy way of doing that, mate. That's a coward's way out. You've been on panels before. Just take the next step, bro. It will be really entertaining. I think people would enjoy you. For sure. You've got a lot of things to say. And you're a down-to-earth, decent bloke. So give it a try. I kind of hope Tiff turns up tonight as well, because I'd like to see how she does when she goes it alone. I think it would be very interesting. I bet you any money she surpasses all the boys and subscribers in her first 6 months. And then quits from all the rage baiting, because let's face it, she's gonna have to go through a lot. You wouldn't call me that to my face. I definitely would. We're close enough to do that. We might end up rolling around in the fucking. What's buggery? English is only a second language. It's when you take your penis and stick it into another man's arsehole, or woman's arsehole, to be fair. It's generally when you penetrate an arsehole. That's buggery. And I think it sounds way more funnier that way. Us British people have a really funny way of just making horrific things sound kind of lighthearted. And buggery is one of those words. How you doing, Mariner? We've got another Greek lad in the chat, you know, Mariner. So shout out to you. Everyone's been talking about Greek food or like fiending over Greek food for the last 45 minutes. Conor Benn right now is handedly winning this fight. He's completely going at him. This is a war though. Full slate tonight. One UFC. I didn't even know BKFC was on. BKFC. No, not animals. Well, no, it just refers to humans. But thanks for throwing that into the mix. I didn't even know BKFC was on tonight. Very bad night to put a card on. They're going to get swallowed. Because UFC 322 is going to be a casual's wet dream. I invented a great breakfast. What is it? Spoke to Tiff for about an hour and a half last night. Not a peep today. Think she's busy. Fair enough. You probably exhausted her out, mate. I hate talking on the phone. I don't know how you... Awesome slang for arse play it is, isn't it? It's not necessarily... Yeah, it is. It's basically all arse play. Anything in the arse is buggery. You dirty bugger is how we say it. I don't see this match going the distance. I think it will, yeah, because they're both tough. And because their legacies are on the line, I think I could see maybe a referee stoppage, potentially. But I don't see anyone getting flatlined. Because they're both very tough. Chris Eubank Jr. is looking fucking terrible right now. I feel like the fix is in. They want the trilogy. And the thing is this is going to be great if Conor Benn wins this, he can go, fuck you, I came up a weight class, I'm going back down, fuck you, I'm the overall winner here. This will look very bad for Chris. Although, he's probably getting paid about between 10 and 15 million for this. So, you know, the tears won't taste that bad. Put loads of instant coffee and coffee creamer in oatmeal. Keep it in the fridge overnight. I will give that a try. That sounds fucking spectacular. I'm gonna take a fucking image of that right now. I'm gonna give that a try tonight and report back tomorrow. Did you see the John Jones promo for the White House card? I didn't, but it's definitely happening. It's definitely happening. He'll probably tickle Dana's balls for half an hour, and he'll be back on his good side. I can see it going down that way. Imagine coming out to 50 Cent and then getting fucking mogged by a tinier guy. That is embarrassing. I don't love phone calls, but they have their place. I fucking hate them. I'm a text guy all day. Can't be bothered. I'm waiting for Jordan to go live. Give us a shout out when he does. That guy is hugely entertaining. I can't believe we've been on for almost an hour already. Shout out to you boys, man. Much love to the chat as always. You guys are legends. You make this float by effortlessly, and I appreciate all of you. Even managed to gain a couple subs somehow. I don't know how I managed that, but shout out to you. Greece 3-2. Oh, that's unfortunate for Scotland. I've got a lot of Scottish boys, but I've got a lot of Greek boys as well. So shout out to the Greeks. Gage Warriors. Aaron, how you doing, brother? What's good? I haven't seen you for a while. Hey, Tiff, we were just talking about you. How you doing? Great stream last night. Really enjoyed it. It seems like the boys did as well. Did your subscriber count go up by any chance? Hi, what do you do? Michael Schumacher official. Shout out to Michael Schumacher, by the way. Still haven't heard a peep from that guy. I hope he's doing okay. What do you do? I'm a professor of literature, and occasionally I come on the internet and just talk absolute gobbledygook nonsense. Chris Eubank Jr. is embarrassing himself right now. I'm gonna keep it honest. Oh, Cage Warriors. I enjoy Cage Warriors. I'm planning on going to a couple of events this year or in the next year because I am local. You got 6 new subs. That is fucking brilliant. How many of them have started, like sending you messages of love? Let's put it that way. How many are trying to court you, as we say in Britain? Sinner versus Alcaraz ATP final today, last match of the year. I don't give a flying fuck about tennis anymore. I used to love it. I can't fuck with it anymore. Just smashed 2 fingernails under weights at the gym. Nacho, that's fire. That's not fire. That's fucking horrible. That sounds awful. I'm sorry, man. Cage Warriors is live now. I'm watching Eubank versus Benn. It's not as good a fight as the first one, but I think it's because it feels a lot more one-sided this time out. Only one guy actually. Are you going to name and shame, or are you going to keep that? You're going to keep that stum. I think I could feel the initial shock in the chat yesterday. It was like, first of all, it was like, oh my god, it's not Gilly, and then secondly, it was like, oh, it's a real woman, and then thirdly, it's like, you just had simps. It was a simp. It was a sympathon. I don't think it was Batman. How you doing, omnipotent reployer? Guys, just gonna shout bears out. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough to you. Smashing your fingers builds character. I don't see how it possibly could. All right, the unofficial scorecards have Benn up 6-0. So it's looking like Chris Eubank Jr. is gonna have to knock his head out. Battlestar Galactica is sensational. What a good show it is. But omnipotent reployer, can you tell me how I'm supposed to watch it properly? Because apparently there's like 2 episodes before it, but I've tried to watch that, and then that launches you into the show, and I always feel like I've missed something. So can you explain to me the correct way to watch Battlestar Galactica from the beginning? All right, they're getting messy now. It's round 7. These boys are just swinging. I've noticed using a worn-out manual can opener is good cross-training. Is that right? Chat, shall I go get a 5-hour energy? I think you should. I've got a BJJ comp on the 6th of December, and I'm training hard as fuck like today. I lifted weights for 2 hours, then trained BJJ for 2 hours. Flynn MMA, can you make sure, that you record this? because I want to see your first outing. I think it would be amazing to see a member of the community actually having the balls to get in there and do something meaningful with their lives. A professor of literature just pretty much. I work at a university. I teach units. I mark fucking essays and dissertations and make a lot of phone calls, and it's really a long-winded job, mate. But it pays well. It's a somewhat respected profession, and I enjoy the fact that I'm doing something I love and getting paid for it. The cunt will fuck a hippo if depraved of coitus for 5 hours. Wait, who was it? Oh, omnipotent. I'm watching Conor Benn versus Eubank Jr., or I'm watching one guy basically beat the fuck out of another guy right now. This is very, very one-sided. Having steady energy from MG Trace Mineral Supplement. 2 bratwursts, green bratwursts are goated, by the way. An underrated sausage. Holy cow, wow. I'm not sure what you're holy cow wowing, but life is pretty good. Oh, is this Batman again? Is Batman back? Conor Benn is currently now a minus 1,600 favorite. Crazy. Crazy. Conor Benn is styling on him right now, and Eubank Jr. looks slow and confused in there. The fix is in, ladies and gentlemen. He looks awful. Oh, he's getting piped up now. Conor's going for him. That was the best moment of the round. Like, they both kind of exchanged at the end of round 7. That was fun. Conor Benn is loving himself right now. What is the purpose of humanity? I guess just to make connections and add to the hive mind. Add to the collective hive mind that we are. Have you played Celeste? I have. I'm not really a major fan of those games, those style of games. But for what it is, it's like, considering it's not my style of game, it's phenomenal. I've actually got like a collector's edition copy of it, and I've got like a regular copy. So real recognizes real. It's a very good game, and I hope we get to see a second one. How you doing, Stephen G? I'm not reading that out, sir. I'm not that stupid. Who you got in the big fight tonight? I am saying JDM because I have to. I have to put that out there in the universe. I have to say JDM. And I'll say it for the millionth time on this channel. I don't even hate Islam Makhachev. I don't. But I really want JDM to win. We just need it. I don't want any Dagestanis holding the belt for a while, especially people who are fucking fighting once a year. I'm not interested. At least one fighter in the UFC should be gay, or it's a hell of a lot more than one. Well, I can definitely name 2 that are gay that apparently have wives. Chase Hooper is definitely a fag, 100%. I don't care what anyone says. And so is Jordan Levitt. They are both definitely gay. Personalized science. I'm not sure how to take that. I can't imagine being a teacher because dealing with kids, it is the worst part of it. I'm playing Subnautica right now, and a Leviathan just destroyed my Seamoth. I haven't gotten that far into Subnautica. Does that really happen? What the fuck do you do when your Seamoth is destroyed? Surely that would be game over. I guess you can get to land, so you could probably still survive. Subnautica is amazing. Subnautica is the ultimate old man experience. You know, it's relatively safe. It's a relatively safe game. You know, you're never in too much danger. But what a game. What a game. You seen new Guru's video on the history of Islam cheating in fights? I did. And hopefully it gets filtered through to Makhachev's camp and he has a word with the referee. Because it makes a lot of sense now. What it do, Frankie? It's time. It's time. Detroit Become Human's a really good game as well. Oh, Ben is having the time of his life in there right now. Take back what you said about Chase. Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but he definitely is piping asshole. And he's not even a giver. He's a receiver. Eubank needs to be penalized for clinching. He looks slow as fuck in there. He clearly delayed the fight because he wasn't ready. Conor's been in the gym like an absolute savage going mad. Right now, he's minus 2,000. And I bet on him as a heavy favorite. So I'm pretty happy. Unless he manages to get his ass chinned in the next sort of like 12 minutes, which I don't think is coming. I'm so excited, Juice Man. I'm so jazzed up. I really enjoyed talking to you, though. I didn't realize it was Sib seasons. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I'll be honest, yeah, I forgot about the chat while we were talking. I have a habit of doing that. I've done that with, that's why when I do panels, I kind of lose my head a little bit. It just felt like I was having a conversation with a mate. It was really good. I enjoyed it. It was only when you started pointing out the chats that I remembered that people were there. Are you English? No, I'm well, technically. I'm Irish, but I grew up in London. You look like Bang Chan from SKZ. Who's Bang Chan? Bang Chan. I need to add this to the list of many things that people have said I look like. Oh, Australian singer and rapper. Jesus Christ, he looks like he's anemic. He looks Korean. Why does it say he's an Australian singer and rapper? This guy is clearly Korean. So you're gonna stay live or something? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna basically stay on until Dougie goes live. How you doing, man? Fan? What's good, my G? Chris Eubank Senior is my 5th favorite Ninja Turtle. Chris Eubank Senior is a national treasure, but he's looking at this right now, and I'm sure he's cringing with embarrassment at his son's performance because this is shocking. He is getting fucking wiped. The thing is, because the first fight was close, Chris Eubank Jr. can pretty much, he doesn't have a leg to stand on to even get a rematch, and his dad looks fucking stressed. Tiffany, you missed my live. Yeah, check out Juice Man's live. I'm sure it was very based. Bang Chan does look anemic. He looks, look at him, man. Fucking, I don't look like that. Do you know the thing is, I've been said I look like numerous people who are ugly as fuck, and this is the first time I've like objected and been like, not him, bro. I've been told I look like Elon Musk. What do you think the gayest thing a woman can do to you? Suck your dick. There's nothing, think about it. Just think about this logically, yeah. There is nothing gayer than having a dick in your mouth. I'm sorry, I'll have to turn on notifications. Is this for Juice Man? Conor Benn is wiping the floor with him right now. I cannot believe what I'm watching. Tiff, are you going live tonight, by the way? How you doing, Adolfo? What's good, my G? I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is amazing. I cannot believe the one-sidedness of this fight. Frankie looks like a prime Anthony Smith. My nose ain't that bad, bro. My nose has been broken a couple of times, and it does. I'd rather take the Elliot Page and Harry Maguire is absolutely fine. I'll take that all day long. Chris Eubank Jr. has got to do something big here. I know none of you care, but I feel like I've got to talk about this. And the eye contact. Apparently, we have established, Aaron, that if you're blindfolded, it's not gay. We came to that conclusion as a community last night. I want to go live tonight. Do you know what you should do, Tiff? I agree with Westy here. You should throw on UFC 322 and do like a live companion, a live fight companion, and you can react as like the ultimate casual, not even a casual, as a newcomer. Conor Benn is showing Chris Eubank Jr. zero fucking respect. Zero. Do you know Swahili? I know it's it's the language they speak in Kenya, right? Frankie, yesterday I was banned by one of your fucking moderators. I would like to take the chance to tell the wannabe dictator to go fuck himself, and rightfully so, because you know it's not me. I don't know who the hell banned you, Adolfo, and I do not stand behind that. I'm gonna have to have a talk with some of my mods and go over this. No, you wouldn't look like a fool at all. It would be like watching a movie you've never seen before for the first time, and you can honestly react. You just have it on in the background, just while you're talking to the boys. I'm sure some females will turn up as well. Are you a fighter or a lover? I'm a lover, man. I used to be a fighter. Like, as in I just get into pointless, I'd look for every reason to get into a fight when I was a young man. But after I had kids, I realized that life is worth living and I shouldn't just carelessly throw it away just to look hard. So I'm a lover all day long and all night long. Like and subscribe to your boy. I'm actually embarrassed to be a Chris Eubank Jr. fan right now. He's getting touched. I've been here for a while. I like to joke around, but I think I'm quite respectful. Do you know what could have happened, Adolfo, quite honestly? Because the chat was moving quite quickly, there is a distinct possibility that you got kicked out accidentally. Maybe they were trying to, because I've never seen you be disrespectful in here. It's always been banter. And I know sometimes my mods can be a little bit trigger happy, but they tend to not kick people out for like banter or, you know. I have hemorrhoids and explosive diarrhea. I'm very sorry, Donny. I hope you have well, you're not going to have a good evening, but I hope it gets out of your system as soon as possible. Thank you for sharing those disgusting details with us. Erin Blanchfield is my most confident lock I've ever put down. Yeah, Tracy Cortez is literal dog shit. So as long as Erin Blanchfield sticks to her, she's a big enough girl. She'll take people down. She'll take her down. Sorry, she'll be fine. Tracy Cortez is a Mando. How you doing, John Dong? What's good, brother? Look, I'm old enough to have watched the original Eubank versus Benn fights. You need hunger to be a top boxer. This is the problem I have with Chris Eubank Jr. He's not particularly skilled. He's not a bad boxer, but he clearly has no desire to be a world champion. He's all in it for the money, and fair play to him, because he's probably going to be 20 million up from both these fights. He's going to have enough wealth for him and his kids and whatnot. Fair play to the guy. How you doing, Tona? I've had a good day, man. Hope you're well. Or I haven't had a good day. It's been a shit day. But I'm having a good day now that I'm here with the boys and we're watching some fucking fights. I'm jazzed. The UFC card hasn't started yet, I believe. But this fight is on the verge of petering out. It's literally a whitewash. I think Benn is going to pretty much have won every round, which is surprising. I'll let Erin Blanchfield sit on it. Erin Blanchfield looks like she's a 9-year-old girl. She looks like a little girl. That is borderline nonsense what you've just said there. She looks like a small child. Please never say that again. Erin Blanchfield is not. I know that she's Canadian or whatever, and I know that you hosters, lover fucking, or whatever you guys call yourselves, you get behind your women in more ways than one. But that is a small child, sir. Oh, now Chris Eubank Jr. is deciding he wants to be in a fight. Very interesting. The thing is, yeah, this is so bad. This is so one-sided at this moment in time that there's no reason to do a trilogy. If that's his aim, he's thinking, oh no, I can get Conor in there for another fight. And we can do, you know, I can get another 20 million out this beanpole. He's going about it the wrong way because no one's going to want to see this again. He's rapping about being gay still makes me wheeze. I've seen the comments in some of his videos and I was expecting it to just be littered with like gay jibes. It's not. Apparently that live was just on one last night, but maybe I'm wrong. Is there a boxer who made it big and his son, born with the dosh, chose boxing and made it? Absolutely no one. But that's part of the problem. You're right. You need the hunger. You need to have come from something. Waking up in Egyptian cotton from when you were a child is not going to give you that hunger. But Chris Eubank Jr. is not terrible. He's not. He's comfortable. Eubank won the last fight, but took a bad beating. That fight might affect him. I agree. And I think he deliberately stalled the fight for that reason. By the way, guys, if you are here, obviously you're here. Please do like the stream. Apparently it makes some kind of difference. I don't know what that is. I don't understand YouTube at all and never would claim to. But you wouldn't mind throwing up a like on the stream. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to do what Erin is going to do to Tracy. I'm going to truly enjoy it. When I was young, I had knee sense. I bought a flute for 50 pence. The only tune that I could play was Fuck the Mags and the two. That's fucking unnecessary, bro. That's fucking unnecessary. And by the way, we're fucking ourselves enough at the moment, so we don't need your help. Thank you very much. Away the lads. Who has the nastiest body shot? Mickey Ward or Jake LaMotta? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Adolfo, I don't like to block people in other chats, so it wasn't me. Adolfo, I can guarantee you it was an accident. Well, not guarantee you, but I'm sure it was. Because you've had no reason to get kicked out of here. And I apologize on behalf of whatever mod did that. No, it's happening every live. It's been happening for a month, or apparently. He deleted comments on his videos. Really? Oh, shit. But the thing is, though, it seems like he's leaning into it because he'll obviously stay there for hours on end, pretend to punch his. I mean, the amount of time he crashes out on his phone, that thing should have been disintegrated at this point. He literally crashes out and punches his phone about every 4 or 5 minutes. Not that it's not entertaining, because it is. It clearly does get to him. But how you doing, Chomu Chapri? What's good, man? This fight is mercifully almost over, and I feel regretful that I mean, it's been a scrap, don't get me wrong, but it's been so one guy came here to fight, the other guy didn't, plain and simple. Unfortunately, your boy's gonna make some money from it, so who gives a fuck? No, he banned Atako yesterday. No, nobody can donate on this channel though. Donation has not been you know what I'm saying. Oh, he doesn't know he's making money. Oh, oh, you're right, right. Okay, I got you. So he clearly is upset. I mean, it would be the problem that he's got, yeah, is he's obviously making money, right? And he's getting a lot of people jumping into his streams, yeah. The problem is, yeah, is that when you live stream, and I can say this from experience, when all somebody's doing is spamming stuff like does game money spend the same constantly, it's very hard to get into a flow to talk because all you're doing is just dealing with. You have to, when you're a live streamer, you have to feed off your chat making comments and giving you things to talk about. This is why I always say this is your channel. But all he's dealing with is gay ass N word, gay ass rapper. Does gay money spend the same? It's just flooded. Every comment is calling him out for being a faggot. And it's just, it must be tough to get through. But to be honest, it's funny as fuck seeing it. Even if the crashing out is fake, it's so funny. Don't worry, Frankie. It's out of your control. You have more moderators than subscribers. Well, it may get to a point, yeah, where I may have to clip down the amount of moderators then, because if we don't know who's doing it, then I don't want the credibility of my channel to go to go into the toilet just because somebody's a little trigger happy. I'm gonna have to say to people that we're gonna have to put tighter rules on who we kick out of here. A lot of the time, I don't think it's banning. I just think it's timing out, which is just like, here, here's a warning. You're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, etc. What do you think about Conor Benn's new strength and conditioning trainer? Nice, Stephen. I've had to learn to read much faster in my head, thanks to people like you. Everyone always thrown Chris Eubank down. He's getting manhandled. This is embarrassing. This is actually embarrassing. And Juice Man, I'm going to check you out as well. Believe that. Yeah, break free. The music videos for Queen was a dead giveaway. But I don't think Freddie Mercury ever tried to hide that fact either. And I mean, dying from AIDS is a dead giveaway as well. He was very flamboyant. Great singer though. I like Hayden Christensen. I wouldn't say I'm gay for him, but like, he's a very likable guy. I feel kind of bad for him as well. He gets a lot of shit for being a shit actor, and it's not really fair. Any one of us would have taken that role. It's not his fault that Star Wars got ruined. They were well on the way anyway. All right, well, we've got one round left of this fight. The reason why I haven't been talking about it is because it's pretty much been the same all throughout. Conor Benn has pretty much been putting it on him, and this is embarrassing. I did say this would go the distance, and I felt confident in that. But I didn't expect it to be a one-sided masterclass, which is what this has been. Conor Benn's gonna fucking ride off this. And he might actually get himself up to a world title. He is a great actor. No, he's absolutely dreadful. That sand is coarse meme just lives on. Although that wasn't entirely his fault, but the way he delivered it was shocking. I'm grumpy as fuck due to a bad hangover. Fair play, bro. You aren't gonna watch the JDM fight. I absolutely am. I'm not gonna stay live for it because I don't have the stamina for that. And to be honest, everyone and their fucking dog does watch-alongs. And the goat of watch-alongs is undoubtedly to me Dougie's Corner. Dougie's Corner is, and I enjoy being in Dougie's live stream and chat, and I enjoy being part of that. I don't, and the thing is, I'll be with a card like this. If I'm watching the chat, like I've barely watched this fight, like I've just been kind of skimming over it because when I'm watching a card live, I can't really tell what's going on because I'm watching you guys. Your generation, the old generation, don't like him. Ben as thick as mince, but fair play to him. Do you know what made me believe he was going to win this fight? He seemed less affected by Chris Eubank Jr.'s trash talk. Way less affected. Chris Eubank Jr. is going swinging for the fences now. He knows he's got to get a last minute stoppage here or he's fucked. This is going to be a fucking landslide. But boxing cards always look dodgy. Dougie is a G. Dougie is the man. So and because this is such a ginormous card, I'd rather sit back and just enjoy it. And vodka is a good medicine, very underrated. Kills those bacteria and shit, This has been a very disappointing fight. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. How you doing, Ron and Lock? But I have made money on Conor Benn, so I'm happy. Oh, he's wobbled him! He's wobbled him! Oh! Oh, he's wobbled him right at the end. Jesus, this is embarrassing. If this gets stopped now... Wow, this is he got masterclassed it and then almost finished at the end. Oh, wow, this is embarrassing for him. This is embarrassing for the whole Eubank family name. He's got to retire. He's got to retire after this. This is embarrassing as fuck. There's 23 seconds left. He might actually finish him here. Oh, he's face down again. This is really embarrassing. Oh my God. He came out with 50 Cent and he's doing this. This is embarrassing. Holy shit. What a victory. What a victory. Fucking hell, he beat the fuck out of him. That was a landslide victory. Landslide victory. Fucking hell, wow. Your eyes remind me of reindeer eyes. Shit. I've always wanted to own a reindeer and caress its reindeer. Oh, fucking hell. I guess thanks for thinking of me, man. You weirdo. Let him retire. Junior is 58. Yeah, he's got to be done. He's not going to get a rematch after that. That was a comprehensive masterclass. It wasn't even a good masterclass in boxing, don't get me wrong. It was just a prolonged beating. Fucking hell, man. That was tough to watch. And I love Chris Eubank Jr., but he's gonna have some demons to face. He really is. He got fucking pummeled. He got pummeled. He got absolutely destroyed. That's embarrassing. Mount Rushmore of boxers. My opinion on this changes every day, to be honest. I've got Duran. Duran has a firm place in my top 4 just because of what a warrior he was, and he was actually skilled. I've got Usyk in my Mount Rushmore as well. Floyd Mayweather would be up there as well. 50 Cent, Bomac, and Terrence Crawford for this. This is fucking embarrassing. Imagine he got fucking walloped. He seems to be very magnanimous in defeat, though. If this isn't the most dirtbag landslide victory of all time, we need to see a clean sweep. They're embracing in the ring, which is nice to see. Fair enough. They both made the bag. Fair play to them, but fucking hell, that was an embarrassing performance from Chris Eubank Jr. Embarrassing. He got battered. And he almost got finished at the end of the fight. Seems right after Senior yelled at him in the last minute, he went into the fire and got burnt. Exactly. What a fucking outrageous performance. 50 Cent yesterday, today. And the thing is that he's going to end up broke, Chris Eubank Jr., because he does love a high stakes poker game. So he's going to be in trouble. If I was him, I would retire and bow out gracefully. That's what I would do. That was, oh man, he got fucking, dropped again, undoubtedly. Do you know Swahili? I don't. Why would I know Swahili, bro? I barely know English, mate. Yeah, he landed right on the button. Bow. The second shot that cracked him wasn't even clean as well. Yeah, Chris Eubank Jr. is finished. But he strikes me as somebody who spends a lot of time fucking about in the off season, gambling and not training. He probably just does an 8-week solid training camp, whereas Ben is in the gym every fucking day. Younger man, this is always going to happen. I probably know 1 to 10 and 3 words in Korean. Nice, man. What are those 3 words, and how do you make them useful? I think he hasn't the heart anymore. He won 10 million of Saudi money a lot. Apparently, it was reportedly more than 10 million. Apparently, he got 15 million as like a flat fee, and he got pay-per-view points as well. So he probably got 20 million from that. He's probably going to get 20 million from this. He's got what he wants, but he leads a very lavish lifestyle. He got embarrassed in there tonight, thoroughly embarrassed, and he was the favorite. He got outclassed for all 12 rounds by Conor Benn. He's not even that good. Very mid fighter. Just got a message from my brother talking about it. Entertaining main event, one-sided as it was. Yeah, it was good. How you doing, Priscilla Asabia? Nice to meet you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This has to be the end of it now. We cannot see this fight again. That was as one-sided as it gets. Outside of a fucking stop, outside of laying a guy out cold, which can happen in any combat sport, well, almost any combat sport. We don't need to see that again. What do you think of Eubank Senior? He's a national treasure. I love Eubank Senior. If you look at my channel, yeah, I've got loads of shorts just praising the man. I love the guy. Who timed out Adolfo yesterday? It could have been our boy Batman. Islam or JDM? I'm going to be honest with Sam. I think Islam's going to win, but I'm going I've bet heavy on JDM. I really want JDM to win. I think we need it. I think we need it after the crummy 2025 we've had. It's been a shit year. We lost fucking Dricus Duplessis to that fucking pussy Chimaev, who's not going to fight again for at least another year. That's what disgusts me. Bad MMA math looks like my 7th grade puberty teacher. What do you mean puberty teacher? Who teaches you about puberty? That's a very weird statement. Like and subscribe, big boss. You know I love you, bro. Rayhan Musa, how you doing, bro? Hi. Nice to meet you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. But yeah, my brain tells me Islam's going to win, but my heart is going for JDM. And I really hope he gets the job done. Because he's silently funny as well. I really loved that comment he made about Ian Gary's kids. That's when I really decided that he's the kind of guy I'd like to have a beer with. Not trying to hate on boxing, but I'd rather watch amateur MMA. I mean, I agree. A school teacher usually, but they teach you puberty. You can say they teach you about puberty. It sounds like he's got a guy standing there like willing his fucking nut to drop. Or his beard to sprout. Do you know what I mean? It's just a funny comment to me. A puberty teacher. Not somebody that taught me puberty. Jack... so you're going to cry again. I'm definitely not going to cry. I honestly don't mind if Islam was more active, I wouldn't mind. And I guess it adds to the chances that we get Islam versus Ilya, which is ultimately what I want. I'm not heavily invested in either of them, to be fair. Like, I'm not bothered. Like, I like both fighters. I think they're both great fighters. I want JDM to win just for the boys. But yeah, in Norway we have puberty teachers, but teachers that teach you about puberty. Is that what you mean? I would love to see Leon finishing Prates. He gifted us the most historic MMA moment, and the disrespect he has taken is crazy. Adolfo, I agree with you. I'm still a big Leon Edwards fan. However, my issue is that I went to UFC 304. I was there in the crowd. I was 8 rows out from the cage, and I was dressed in a wolf onesie. I had to sit there at 6:30 in the morning, 20 pints in, and watch Bilal Muhammad mog his way to a fucking title and then lift the belt over his head and then parade on the streets of Manchester, I don't think I can ever forgive him for that. So as amazing as that Leon Edwards moment was, and it was absolutely amazing, I can't forgive that. So while I do want him to win against Prates, I wouldn't really care if he got smashed. Do you want to meet me for 5 minutes chat? No, I don't talk to the homies. I only talk to the homies in chat. I don't talk to the homies outside. You know what I'm saying? Islam has 15 fights in 10 years. Ridiculous. Do you mean that's yeah, it's not a lot, is it? It's pathetic. That's my issue that I have with Islam. I like his personality. I like his fight style. I do think he's a little bit of a cheater, which has been illuminated by MMA Guru, but he's just not in that. He's just not active enough for me. And his CV is not good. I don't care what anyone says. He's got a very bang average CV. Don't let him bully you, son. One of the most iconic moments in MMA history. Just for the boys, you mean people who want someone to finally stop Islam before he becomes the GOAT? I've got no issue with Islam becoming the GOAT. I just feel like it's more of the striker versus grappler thing. I just want to see strikers have their day because we've already got enough grappling heavy champions. We've got Chimaev, we've got Pantoja, we've got Marab. We've got enough of them. Do you know what I mean? We've got too many. We need more strikers. Striker is more entertaining. I think Prates is going to beat him as well. I think Prates is going to knock him out. Lol, Bilal scarred the man. He did, man. I had to watch that shit on it's not even my home country, but I grew up here. Seeing that live, I was absolutely apoplectic drunk. I was gone. And to have to, I literally stayed behind for half an hour afterwards in stunned silence. I was really upset. Do you want to fight? Nah, I'm good, bro. But thanks for the offer, man. I'm good. You always come in here and try to offer me out, man, you fucking keyboard warrior. Like and subscribe, Nathan Taylor. Yeah, Tone, when I was on here, I saw maybe 5 chats. I only saw maybe 5 chats. It's problematic, and restream does not help. But yeah, Musa, I'm really not, I'm not an Islam hater. If he wins tonight, he is on Goat Mountain officially. Obviously, all the Glazers will come out and say he's the greatest of all time, which is just untrue. But he will undeniably be on Goat Mountain. He'll replace Anderson Silva as 4th, in my opinion. I can't read that out. Aaron. I cannot. Khabib and Islam are classic weight bullies with more cans on their record than Western fighters in the conversation. Also, Makhachev popped for steroids. People forget, man. And as I said, if you haven't watched that Guru video, check it out. It does look like he's a fucking cheater. But I'll be honest here, I didn't notice it. I've never noticed Islam Makhachev cheating, so I don't wanna just agree with it. When the fuck does the card start? Very soon. It should be in the next 10, 15 minutes, or it might have started already, for all I know. Anyway, Connor, I've already made some money tonight, so huzzah, the losing streak is over. I'm gonna pop on the UFC card now, see if it's actually started. And I can let you know live when it's actually kicked off. Oh, it has started. Oh shit. I need to turn this down quickly before I get kicked off YouTube. So yeah, we've literally perfect timing. We've got Borshev versus. Has there been another fight? Has Serkakayev or whatever his name is fought already? We might have missed a fight here. Hang on a sec. Very possibly. Nope, we're literally perfect timing. We've got Borshev versus Camilo to start things off. Let's go. China is watching me do Weili. I really want Weili to win. I want Weili to win so badly. I've been a fan of Weili's for years since I saw her fight in Shenzhen because I was living there at the time. Weili Zhang is amazing, and I think she's already in the GOAT conversation. But if she wins, you can make an argument that she is the greatest woman to ever do it because she is a very, very small woman. If she can beat Shevchenko. How much more shall Islam achieve in order to become the undisputed GOAT in your eyes? I think if he beats JDM and then beats Ilya, it's game over. Game over. No doubt. But John Jones isn't my GOAT, it's Mighty Mouse. Oliveira's glove grip on Poirier was the most blatant. If that went unnoticed, Islam's never going to stop. That's the problem as well. I think they let him do it. I would love to go fishing with an Australian painter. Uh, I can't believe the last 7 fights on the card are important. They all have stakes on them, and that's the thing. Stakes is everything in MMA. Totally overlooked the co-main event. I'm very excited for that fight. Whaley and Joanna Jędrzejczyk is for me top 10 fights of all time. Especially because they're women and they beat the absolute shit out of each other. Exactly, he's dangerous everywhere. 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. Heart says Whaley, brain says Chev. I'm with you as well, Aaron. I really, really want Whaley to win, but I think she's going to be too oversized. But Whaley is the most skilled women's mixed martial artist of all time. And I don't think anyone can convince me otherwise. Well, you guys have a great evening. If you let me go live tonight, I will. If it doesn't, I'll have to do it tomorrow morning. We shall see. I would love to see you go live. And I'll definitely be there. I hope it will. And I think the 24 hours should almost be up, as far as I know. Have a look, see, and see what happens. I'd love to see you go live. Read my last message. Who is the guy who became triple champion 1 or something? It's the guy that beat RDR, isn't it? So who gives a fuck? I don't know why Whaley makes me hard. I think Whaley's cute as well. I'd definitely give her a stick or 5. She'd get more than one she'd get more than one night of you know, disappointing poking from me for sure. But thanks for turning up as always, Tiff. Thanks again for yesterday. And I'm looking forward to seeing you go live. If you're not subscribed to Breakfast at Tiffany's, please do so. She was on my live last night. We had a really good conversation, and she's doing her first live hopefully tonight or as soon as she can. Who is the hottest girl fighter ever? I've got to go with Polyana Viana. I've thought about this a lot, yeah. I do think Baby Shark is the hottest. However, Polyana Viana first after dick like no one I've ever seen. So she gets extra points for that. And the finger in the bum stuff definitely makes her a favorite too. I just appreciate women that are willing to go that far. Fedor versus Prime Kane. Prime even though I was talking shit about Cain Velasquez earlier, I'm not saying he's shit. I think Fedor is so massively overrated. He's just a dumpy fat guy with an overhand. I don't give a fuck about Fedor Emelianenko. And I think Cain Velasquez would have dragged him down and just beat him up. Why Mighty Mouse and not GSP? GSP is my second. The only reason why I have to give GSP a caveat is because the way that he lost to Johnny Hendricks and then ran away really rubbed me up the wrong way. Borshev has been taken down already. Yeah, that really rubbed me up the wrong way because he got absolutely battered. And the fact that he had way too many decisions in his career bothered me as well. The reason why I have Mighty Mouse higher, the amount of wins he won in a row, the way that he was winning. I mean, the variety of wins. You can say whatever you want about the competition, but I actually feel like his competition was underrated and has aged much better. He won in every conceivable way possible. Dominant. His IQ in the cage, the fact that he went to another organization against absolute murderers and got it done. I just think he's a proper student of the game. So I've got Mighty Mouse and no caveats to his record as well. Like no, I know he lost a couple fights, but he never popped, never cheated, always did things the right way. Yeah, Potan gave her the D, man. He gave her the, like, she was first and after him in public. And I like that kind of woman, I'll be honest. I wouldn't want one of them chasing after me for an extended period of time. I mean, restraining orders would have to be handed out. But yeah, Tiff, forget about the card. Just go on live. There'll be plenty of people. There'll be plenty of people on tonight who will just want to come on and get to know you. For sure. Do you wish Khabib and GSP fought? GSP would have destroyed Khabib because they would have had to fight at 170, and GSP would have been way too well-rounded for him and way too smart for him. Khabib's striking is Juliana Pena levels. And the fact that he was able to mog with having such horrible striking, Khabib would do terribly in modern MMA. I genuinely, not terribly, but he wouldn't be as dominant, in my opinion. What's the most boring men's division? Oh, that's a tough question because heavyweight and light heavyweight are undoubtedly the most unskilled, but at least you get vicious knockouts and shit. So I don't know. How you doing, Ren? What's good? I remember you. I remember you too. You've been in here multiple times. How are you doing? But yeah, Tiff, just I'm looking forward to it. If you go on tonight, you'll see me there. I'll be floating in between you and Dougie for sure. Both destroyed, but only one can grapple with Khabib, and that's GSP. I agree. I think Khabib would be way too much for him. Way too well. Flyweight isn't boring in my opinion. A lot of people talk shit about flyweight and say that it's not. It gets overhyped for skilled. I think flyweights are very entertaining. I think the speed that they fight at, I think how technical they are. I enjoy watching flyweight fights, but it might be because I'm a smaller guy as well that I kind of appreciate that weight class. Yeah, to be honest, I'm 100% sure Islam would kick Khabib's ass if they ever fought. The reason why he wouldn't is because it's that big brother mentality, in it. You know, the big bro always mogs, even if he's the better fighter. It's just in your head, and it the big bro always kind of mogs you out. So I think Khabib would always have the better of him just because of the respect. But if the two of them didn't know each other, Islam should win. Nah, Adolfo, I don't see Khabib being able to control GSP on the ground. People forget how good GSP was down there, and GSP was a very decent striker. And the thing is, it's GSP's intelligence, it's his ability to adjust within a fight. I know he got slumped around by Johnny Hendricks and should have lost that fight, but John Pork is the Haram Khabib. How you doing, man? I'm fine. I've had a fairly eventful day for all the wrong reasons, but I'm glad to be here watching UFC with the people. And I'm looking forward to watching transitioning over to Dougie's stream later and enjoying a nice evening of fights. I think the thing about this card is even if the fights suck, which they inevitably could do, um, the one thing we will get is that we'll get storylines that emerge. That's the thing. We'll get storylines that matter. So at the very least, we'll be closer to getting the super fights that we want. We'll know how good Islam is at welterweight or not good at welterweight, and we'll be a step closer to getting him and Islam. So I'm all here for it. GSP had a primary striking. GSP was just an all round better mixed martial artist. I think he would have beaten him, and I think Khabib kind of knew that as well. Who? I'm old. You ever hear of Joe Brown? I'm the Brown Bomber. I have not, and I'm old as well, so I'm a lot older than you think, Frank Patterson. I have a quite good plus 65 demographic on this channel, which is more surprising than me than having apparently 10% women in here. Which football player would be the best at MMA? Hands down, it would be Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That guy was a savage. Why don't you go top or all? I don't go top or bottom. You can't. Like and subscribe. Look at what Hamzat did to great wrestlers like Usman, Whitaker, and Dricus. Let's not bring up Usman because he basically only got him down in the first round and then got shucked off for the next two. So you can't really count Usman in there. Whitaker's lost badly to a lot of people. The Dricus performance was very, very impressive, but I blame Dricus for that. Again, my hatred for Hamzat Chimaev has nothing to do with his ability or his his personality does bother me as well because he talks about smashing everyone and then goes in there and lays like a wet blanket. The thing that bothers me is that he never fucking fights. I don't want champions in this sport that fight once a year at best. And we won't see Hamzat until earliest July, August next year. It will be at least a year until he fights again. I called it then, and I'm sticking to it. Fuck Hamzat Chimaev. Well, Zlatan would probably perform worse than CM Punk, but every football player would. He'd do better than anyone else. Holly Holm, Ostovich, Andrea Lee, Deanna Bennett, Kovacevic, Diana Belbita, Dern. Kovacevic looks like an old fucking granny though, but I still would. Tom Aspinall was right about FFP ranking being useless thing, because if you were to increase Mighty Mouse's size to match John Jones, Mighty won't be as fast and would need to change his technique. The whole pound for pound rankings thing has always been fucking stupid. But you're right about Diana Barbita. She's fucking hot. Holly Holm, though, man. Oh my God. That's gross. Frankie, thank you for being always so nice to me. I'll see you tomorrow and hopefully you can see. I'll definitely be there. I will definitely be there. Have a good night as well. I hope you. I'm gonna be up really, really early tonight. So I'm gonna be awake until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, at least. I'm staying true until the card finishes. So I won't be on here. I'm heading over to Dougie's Corner soon, but I'll be awake. So you'll see me there. Dutch kickboxing or Muay Thai? Ooh, wow. I would probably go with Dutch kickboxing just because they go to it's more of a power game. Muay Thai is more about fucking cutting you to pieces or cutting you to shreds. But I don't know the full intricacies of both to give a properly informed opinion. But I've always seen Dutch kickboxing as like bruising, a very bruising style. Also, I meant flyweight is relatively most boring. I mean, I think you've got a point because in flyweight, mostly when we watch it, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of danger there in terms of like somebody getting knocked the fuck out. I would fuck Holly home. You are definitely gay. What do you mean? Mate, you're gay. You're gay for bringing up Holly Holm. She is a fucking dude, bro. She's muscular as fuck and she's butters. How dare you? I'm not even going to hate on your style in women, but fuck me, mate. She's gross. How dominant do you think Alexander Karolin would be in the UFC if he transitions to MMA in his prime? It's very, very difficult to say with these guys. It really is. Because obviously we've got Alex Pereira as a benchmark, but obviously he's a little bit of a unicorn. I don't know. I don't know. It's very difficult to say. He was obviously a very powerful dude. Absolute monster in his prime. I don't know. I think he would do very well to a point. Muscular as fuck. She has a toned, but no, I don't like muscular girls, mate. Again, you're on that path, yeah. You're on that very slippery path to I like dick now. You're gonna come back here in a year from now and you're gonna be like, yeah, Frankie, bro, you were right, man. I had my first dick and it was fucking sensational. That's where you're going. That's where you're heading, bro, with that kind of comment. At what time is Jack versus Islam according to UK time? I think it's gonna be about 6 o'clock in the morning. We're in for the long haul, but I'm all here for it. And yes, Holly Holm does probably have a bigger dick than everyone in here. Yeah, and Muay Thai guys don't perform as well in kickboxing and MMA compared to Dutch. I agree. The Dutch style is just all about follow. It feels like they follow through on their shots, whereas Muay Thai is vicious, but it's more about almost. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's point fighting because it's not, but you know what I mean. Joe Brown was the best fighter I've ever seen. You should look him up on the internet someday, young man. He's been dead for over 50 years now. How the fuck were you watching him then, man? Are you like way part? Are you like deep into your 60s? And if you are, shout out to you. And maximum respect. I didn't mean to swear, sir. I think she's toned. Nah, it's the ab. She's got abs. She's got muscle. She's got traps. No, mate, she is an absolute dude. Dutch kickboxing or American? Definitely Dutch. Thick booty big girls are much better than buff girls. Boo boo scoo is 100% correct. I mean, Dern is nicer than Tracy Cortez, but Dern also has a horse face. I will say this though: if you put a paper bag over Dern's head, you'd have yourself a very, very good time. But she is fucking butters. I mix a bet on Brady, Islam, Leon, Dariush. What do you think? I think you're losing money tonight. One of those cunts is going to lose. I'm actually leaning. I actually think Morales is going to beat Brady. I don't know what. I think Brady's very good, but I have a feeling Morales' takedown defense is sensational, and I think he's a much better striker than Brady. So I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna actually hurt Brady at a certain point. Did you watch the boxing, mate? I knew Conor was gonna win. Absolute domination. Brand Gaming. I did watch it, and I bet on Conor Benn. I'm a huge Chris Eubank Jr. fan, but I felt like Conor Benn was taking this one a lot more seriously. I didn't think it was gonna be that much of a shellacking. It was pretty much a dominant from minute 1 to end, and Chris Eubank Jr. pretty much embarrassed himself in there. We'll never see that fight again. But yeah, I said the same thing. I said I thought Conor Benn was gonna win, and I put a decent amount of money on it, and I've made out pretty nicely today, so I'm kinda pressure-free today. Polyana is the right one to fuck. Don't get confused, guys. 100%. The way she first, thing is, yeah, if she's first in like that in public, imagine what she's like in private. And all the Colby Covington finger in the ass stuff definitely sounds like that happened. She definitely a freak, and she is hot as well. Polyana Viana is the choice, and Baby Shark, who is hot as fuck as well, is going out with an Irish guy, so that gives hope to the boys. Brady will eat him. Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I do think Brady is sensational, but I've been leaning more and more on Morales the more tape I've been watching. I just like the takedown defense, and he's so big for he's so big for welterweight. Morales in a few years is not going to be able to make welterweight. I'm more worried about Dariush than Leon than Brady for me. I think Dariush is going to win as well. I don't think BSD is a weird one because he could go in there and wash him, but I'm not convinced by him at all. At all. I'd poke Dern and smack Holly's cheeks in front of chat. Boom. Fair enough, man. I mean, you've clearly got a very roundabout taste there. What UFC ref do you think would do? Oh, it's that stocky cunt that's always on the Australian cards. That guy who looks like he's juiced to the gills. Although I swear, isn't one of the refs trained in BJJ? Herb Dean used to be a fucking fighter as well. I think Herb Dean would do all right. Mackenzie Dern is a butterface. Aileen Perez, the twerk queen, can get it. Aileen Perez is also a fucking dog as well. And she fucking her twerking is gross. You're 88. Please tell me that's true. Shout out to you, Frank Patterson. If you are 88, maximum respect to you. I don't know how you found this channel. I don't know why you've stayed here this long, but I will check out the fighter you suggested. I'll go back and look in the chat. Brown was it, yeah? I'll check him out. Shout out to you. And thanks for joining the live stream. It makes sense as to why we're suddenly getting more 65 pluses in the subscriber count. So shout out to you. Morales is a monster. I can't believe he makes 170. I agree. Morales is tall, but Brady is a fit. No, but Morales is not skinny though. He's not like a skinny tall. Frankie, how much did you bet on Benn? $200. And I made 370. And I only bet I also bet 250 on Jack Della Maddalena as well because I was pressured into it. But I'm still not sure if I'm going to let that ride. Would you rather have sex with Tracy Cortez or Zhang? Zhang all day long. Tracy Cortez is barely female. And her voice is really off-putting. Really off-putting. She sounds like a man, bro. Frank Patterson, I definitely salute you. Anyway, guys, I think it's about time we start migrating over to Dougie's corner because I'm lagging here. I didn't manage to get any sleep today, and I definitely need my pre-fight naps before the stream gets going. Can we all head over to our boy Dougie's corner, who's actually sat on a fucking sofa for this card? So let me quickly throw him in here and show you what you're getting yourselves into. And you can probably hear him right now.
Could. Bo is the
So
prelim,
here's our
man.
boy
Yep,
Dougie's
yep, yep.
corner.
Leon Prates will be good. It might
blow
not
him
be.
up right
Like,
here.
Leon might just leg kick from range and stay out of range.
Get over to our boy Dougie's
might
corner.
not
He's
be.
basically the Australian
Got a
version
snitch
of
to
your
Dougie's
boy.
father about Wixon. Stop it. 2-1, clear Borshev. Yeah,
Oh,
Borshev
again, I
was
just
the one
want to say
doing the
thanks
damage,
to
but I
everyone
didn't
for
score
turning
it
up to the
close
stream
enough
today. It's
to.
been an absolute
I
fun
didn't
one.
score it close enough. I didn't watch it close
Looking
enough to
forward to
score
coming
it.
back tomorrow.
I was busy reading the chat.
Which I will do.
What can I?
Now that we've re-upped the old restream, you won't be seeing my premature retirement. So shout out to all of you. Thanks as well for coming back, Aaron Capricorn. It's good to have you back in the chat, bro. It's been a while. Yeah, much love to all of you. I hope you enjoy the card. I hope you all get exactly what you desire from this. No, we say we have some Chinese food, Star Smoff. I don't know who the fuck you're hanging out with, but we don't say that. Stop trying to deface us, sir. We are not as zesty as we appear. Anyway, guys, shout out to all of you. If you wouldn't mind liking the stream before you pop out. Much love, Anders. Much love, Big Boss. Smoff, thanks for turning up. Thanks to everyone who turned up today. Yuri, Atbn, Adolfo, Frank Patterson. Shout out to you, sir. Boo Boo, Scoobu, Musa, Brand Gaming, Rays, of course. Who else has popped up today? Tiff, of course, as well. Musa, I think I've mentioned you already. Ligmar, Westy, of course. Thanks for being the goatest mod in the game. Shout out to everyone. Subscribe to Breakfast at Tiffany's as well. I think she is going live at some point. Shout out to everyone here, man. Appreciate all of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be reacting to some good news. Take it easy, Smoff. Sorry for the early duck out, but it's been a long fucking day. I need to watch this card in relative peace. Take it easy, boys. In a bit.